Ooh, that's a bit nasty. What's happening with... Oh, there we go. Cool. We're live, finally. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's not very loud. Why not? 1, 2. Okay, there's sound coming through. Can someone drop me things? Just let me know if you can hear me. Hear everything okay? Yeah? I guess. Yeah, cool. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Good to see you. So here we are, day 7 of the live stream to practice. I'm going to jump right into it. So, in fact, no, I'm not. I'm going to chat. Let's cancel that. So we've now got our structure together. Our structure being the warm-up, the Martin Miller method book, Joe Pass chords, harmonic minor scale, arpeggios, Girl from Ipanema. So that's our 6 things that we're going to be I'm going to be working on. So I'm going to crack on with that, and what we'll do is over the next couple of days we're going to refine all that and just make it a little bit more useful, I think. But let's just consolidate that tonight. So let's start with our Pat Metheny warm-up. Here we go. Let's get some metronome. Can we hear the metronome? All good, cool. Metronome, it doesn't need to be massively loud. Cool, okay, here we go. Don't really want, for Pat Metheny, I don't really want too much distortion. So I haven't got my, right, let's see. Oops. I'm going to move down. So that's about where I got to, I think. Oh, what's this? Got it. So yeah, that's about where I got to. I'll just keep working on that. I'm going to pump that up a little bit. 61, I can do it faster. Okay, so that's into the 3rd bar of line 3. Let's have another look. Okay, I see where it's going. Cool. One more minute. Okay, let's pump it up a little more. 62. I always get that wrong. So half step down. Okay, let's just do that line. Okay. All right, kind of getting it. Let's move on. Call that done. So Martin Miller book, cool. Quick change. So I was working on that little lick, which I can only do very, 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 very slowly. It's written very, 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 very small. And so doing this with the metronome, I think so. 51, yeah, it sounds about right. Yee. Okay, so that's at about half speed. So let's see if we can get this up to speed. I just need to figure out. So I'm just practicing the last 2 beats. Okay, that's it. Right, so let's see if we can hook the first 2 beats together. Yeah, kind of. So that's all right. That's sounding a bit better, I think. Does that pick that note? Yes, it is. Okay. Good. I've got that pretty much in time at 51. So I'm just going to, probably the best I've played that so far in this practice session, or in the 7 days prior. So a couple more minutes to go. I'm just going to consolidate that and try and get that solid over the next 2 minutes. Weird. If you're wondering why I stop occasionally, it's because I miss the picking. I mess it up, so I go back and like redo it. It's a lot of upstrokes on this. It's getting there though. Yeah. Okay, cool. So you don't want to leave on you don't want to end on a bad note or a bad run through. Cool, that's okay. Sounding all right. Reasonably happy. Joe Pass chords. Great. Joe Pass. There they are. Oh, I'm going to pull out my chair. Here we go. Joe Pass. So what's been going on, Mark? What are you up to? You doing any more music? I haven't. I've been doing bits and pieces for people. I've got some stuff that's coming out, hopefully very soon, in a synthwave style, which will be good. So, C major 9. C major 9, sharp 4. Playing guitar at church and drums in a band. Cool. Nice one. Good to get out and play. Then we have the major 9 minus the roots. And then we have a version of that. We're adding in D, which is just the higher 9, isn't it? Sorry, that's an A. My bad. What am I talking about? So making a 6/9 chord. It's that compression. It's a Zoom compressor, and it's on like not even up that much. It's on like 3. It's about maybe 9 o'clock. It's just super compressed. It's like you should hear it full up. It's like it just pops. It's very cool. Okay, so next we're looking at the next shape, which is fret number 5, and so G, C, E, B. So C, E, so that's 1, 3, C, E, G. There's 5, and then B is 7. So that's major 7. Let's compare that to a different C major 7 chord. Sounds good. So I like that. I like that major 7 sound. You have to remember that your root is there. Or there's your 7, so you could think of your root as here. So let's recap our chords. I'm not using a metronome for this because I'm not really doing anything that needs a metronome, I guess. But you can play through it just, 4 to a bar. Put the metronome on for that. So. That's nice. You can hear how they all tie together, all of those chords, because they're all basically C. It's almost like a progression. This is the next one. Cool. So there's my first 6 chords. And the idea with these chords is that you can, they're just basically different flavors of the same chord. So C major, essentially. So C major 9, C major 7, C major 9 with the sharp 4, and so you can use these over each other. So if you're playing a C major chord, you could play C major 9 sharp 4, you play C major 7. All these things will give it a little bit more spice or flavor or whatever. And that's the whole point of learning these chords like this. Cool, let's move on. Right, cool. What we're doing now, we are doing harmonic minor. Harmonic minor. So let's see if I remember the harmonic minor the way that I was learning it. We're doing it in A, weren't we? Cool, so I've got that. And then, where's my scales? It's arpeggios. It's over there. I really should have organized. I'm wasting practice time. Here we go. Don Latarski Scale Patterns. Great book. Available from Amazon. I don't really do the links thing. Click here, and then we're both. One of us will get richer, and one of us will get poorer. I don't really do that. Not that I don't want to. I'd love to make money selling these things. I just kind of don't know how to do it. But anyway, this is a great book. The Don Latarski stuff, all of his stuff is brilliant. Right, okay, let's do metronome on this. And I'm going to do harmonic minor shape number 1, but off the 2nd octave. So. Oops. Okay. So one of the things that I do when I'm practicing scales that I was taught to do was always practice from the root to the root. So what I mean is you start off with this note to your root, we're on A. Go back down, so you could do that. And that's your complete scale, but that's kind of like, you don't really want to do it that way because you've got all these notes like in here that you can still play, right? So go down, there's your major 7. Oops. So that's how I practice it. You may wonder why the metronome's going. So am I, because I'm not playing to it. Let's do it in time. Properly. This bit is kind of weird. This was the other one we were talking about the other night. I like to do the position shift, I think. Yeah, I like doing it that way, so I'm going to work on it that way. Turn this up a little bit. Cool. Got something pretty solid going on. I got distracted there. Don't really want to end it on a bad note, so let's do one more. Cool. A minor. All right, harmonic minor, position number 2. Coming on, better than it was the other night, so that's good. Moving on, arpeggios. Okay, so I was looking at some major arpeggios the other night, and I was confused by my major arpeggios because I couldn't remember how to finger one of the sequences. But I figured it out. Or actually, I looked in a book which has all fingering. This one doesn't. So the arpeggio I'm dealing with, I'll keep it in, let's go A major. So second finger, first finger, third finger, pinky, second, first, second, pinky, third. Just feels a bit awkward still. Let's get the metronome. $60. Cool. So that's better for sure. Let's look at taking that up to the next octave. So okay. That's a weird sort of shape. I'm not sure that it's that practical necessarily. Oops. So let's see if we can hook them together. Think, Matt, think. No. Working on it, getting there. So that's it, but it's not very smooth and I'm not using the right fingers. Cool, getting there. Needs a bit more work still. Okay, next one. Kind of blasting through it tonight, maybe. We're at half an hour. Okay. Girl from Ipanema. Cool. So yeah, Joe Wilson, who is a good friend and watches occasionally, might be watching now, I don't know, suggested Girl from Ipanema. And I had to go at the chords the other night, and it was late. It was like midnight, past midnight. So I was a little tired, but we found it. Girl from Ipanema. Girl from Ipanema. Here it is. Cool. Okay. Right. Is that going to mess stuff up if I do that? I think it's good. So we had a look at the chords the other night. Second ending, and then down to G flat. So let's play this properly in time. So, well, not in time, but and then this chord here, G flat 7 flat 5, just doesn't really work there for me. So what are we needing? We need a G flat. We need a minor third. So if we go G flat here, what's our minor third on a G flat? It's B flat. So let's see, B flat, put in there, okay. Yeah, okay. Got those two notes, and then I'm gonna just reorganize this for flat 5. Yeah, okay, that's that note. So and then flat 5, and then finally flat 7 is going to be E. Okay. There's got to be an easier way to fret that. Got an idea. Let's just look it up. Arpeggios for guitar. Dominant 7. Yeah, dominant 7, flat 5. Oh. Why was I thinking diminished? Minor 7? Oh, 7th, not minor 7. That's what sounded weird. Okay. Dominant 7. Flat 5. Seven, flat 9. That'll work. Okay. Yeah. So G7. Nothing much with the root in a particularly good place, but we could go here. Oh, sorry. That's flat 7, flat 9. Maybe we don't want a flat 9 in there. So sharp 9, no. Dominant 9. Flat 5, no. No. Oh, I can't do diminished stuff here. Okay. Dominant flat 9. No, I want flat 5. So let's see. Major 7, sharp 5. Minor 7, flat 5. Half diminished. That's not it though. What we want is dominant 7. Right, okay. Dominant 7, flat 11. Good old Don Latarsky. So, yes, okay. Right, yeah. So it's going to sound better off this. Okay, so. Oops, sorry. And then da, 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 da. And then F sharp minor 7. Okay, nice place to play that. Here, F sharp, sorry. And D7. G minor 7. D7 flat 9. I'm playing all these out of time, which you probably can tell without me having to tell you that. So we kind of got the top bit down. I'll just run this one more time and then call it a night. So F major 7. Work on that chord that I just literally learned. Yeah, F sharp minor 7. D7. Okay, so pretty nasty overall, I would say. But on the positive side, all of that stuff is getting better, and that's the whole point of practicing. So I'm happy with that. That's me. What's this? I constantly trying to sell me stuff. I think we're all there, aren't we? With that. So 7 days in a row, logging that, happy with it. Thanks for joining my live stream. Oh, shouting. Thank you again. It's nice to see people tuning into this stuff, and I hope you find it reasonably interesting, even if it's just to find out that, guys like me who can play very well struggle to practice stuff, and it's one of those things where that's why I practice. I still practice. I try to practice every day, as you can see, to get better. And it's that thing of like when you first start playing guitar and you have this thing where it's frustrating because you can't do the stuff. Yeah. Cheers. Real life, no edits, the best. Yeah, you can't do this stuff, right? So you're practicing, and you practice stuff because you can't play the song or you can't play the scale or whatever it is. And what I've discovered over the last 40 years, I guess, is that actually doesn't ever go away, because when you're practicing things, you then start to practice stuff you can't do. Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, these guys practice things they can't do to help them improve. So you're always practicing stuff that's difficult. And yes, sometimes I have to go back and revisit some of the basics, like the major arpeggios and things like that. There's nothing wrong with going back and revisiting stuff, because sometimes you find that you work on stuff years ago and you learn it and you get it down, and then you move on to other things and you start working on that, and you find that you prefer working on the newer stuff, or whatever, and it's more useful to you. So for example, for me, my major triads and arpeggios got kind of superseded by my major 7 ones, which I found easier to play, and I like the sound of them better. So I play those more when I'm doing solos or melodies or whatever. So I don't really practice my major arpeggios as much as I should, but here we are doing them now. So they'll come back. It's all good, and working on new stuff. A couple of harmonic minor positions, or well, one that I didn't know. I already knew the basic one, but you always work through different connotations of the same thing to a certain extent, and it's all about expressing yourself musically. And yeah. What cheers for the likes, guys. It's been fun. What I was going to say there was, you know, when you play stuff, it's a culmination of all these things coming together into your playing, that you then put together. Ed Gear, who's on the chat, or was on the chat tonight, still probably is. He's a good guy. Likes my stuff, I think. I got to play on one of his tunes, and I did some shred guitar stuff that I'm quite proud of. I worked at it to make it sound good. But none of what I actually played on that was particularly difficult, because it's all stuff that I had kind of worked on, or practiced or whatever, and it starts to come naturally, and it's part of your sound and things. So I can do the shred stuff to a reasonable extent that I'm happy with. But practicing is about improving, and that's the drive. Is like, no matter what you've done, what you can do, it's always about what you can't do, and improving on that. So anyway, I think on that note, I will wrap it up. It's late. It's been a good practice session. Sorry it got off late. We had some stuff we were trying to find in this cupboard that we couldn't find. And we did find it, and I don't think it works. It's an old laptop. We all know how that goes. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll probably be about the same time, maybe about 9 o'clock, just after that, I hope. Greenwich Mean Time, 9 p.m. London, after I finish doing my teaching. So cool. See you then. Bye for now. Thanks for tuning in.